What is going on, Smash Heads? Thanks for tuning in for another fantastic episode of Brainsmasher's Smashcast. I hope this episode finds you well, and I hope that these songs blow your goddamn mind straight out of your brain, on the floor, and all over the place. We're going to play, just kind of a random assortment of black and death metal. Kind of made it like 50-50. I just kind of loosely go into these playlists with very loose rules and about a theme or a style or a curation. Just as always, good stuff that you may not know about, stuff that's unheard of, underappreciated, forgotten, not known in the first place, or what have you. I hope you'll notice that maybe the sound of my speech is a little bit better on this one. Kind of learning how to mix. Got me one of them spit guard things on my microphone, so should sound a little bit more like a real podcast that you're used to, if that's what you're used to. So we're going to be starting today's episode off with a little Ishtar. This band was from Sweden, and this is from the album Krig, which I think is German. And this song is called The Abyss. So I'm going to send you down into the abyss and then follow it up with another track. And we'll catch back here. We'll reconvene here real shortly. Bye-bye. second track on there was a band called Naglfar. So I know a lot of people, they always say like Naglfar with the E from Germany or the one without the E from Sweden, as if there's two. And in this case, I think it's funny that I found a third band called Naglfar. They are actually from Norway. And they just had 3 demos back in the mid to late 90s. And I think that shit is killer. That track Fimbulvinteren was from a demo called Naglfar. That was released in 1994. And man, that stuff it's kind of raw sounding. I get that it's... So I've been listening back to my podcasts. I've been noticing that a lot of the nuances to the guitars, actually like the notes that the guitars are playing on some of the tracks that are so nasty that if you aren't streaming in a fairly high quality stream in whatever it is you're listening to, you might... A lot of the quality, what fidelity is actually there, is sometimes pretty lost in having a poor stream, which can happen if you're not in a great spot, you're indoors or something like that. So I want to recommend just download these episodes when you're on Wi-Fi so that you can kind of get all the nuances and the subtleties and the riffing going on. So I hope that Naglfar sounds all right. It's kind of, the sound is pretty raw, pretty kind of, it's an acquired taste, but I certainly have acquired a taste for that shit. That band rules. Blew my mind. So after a double pack of a couple of black metal bands, I thought I'd kick it off with a little bit of death metal. So this is kind of a beloved band around my household, Krabathor. And this is from their second album, Cool Mortification, which is one of the weirdest death metal album titles I maybe have ever heard, I think. But this track is called Absence of Life. You're going to hear 2 other tracks after that, and you're going to bang your head really hard, and you're going to go, fuck, I love listening to this stuff. I'm so glad that Brainsmasher is making these songs be played in the podcast that I like to listen to, and you won't believe it. You will not believe how good this stuff is going to be. We'll catch you in a bit. For now, Krabathor.
alive!
right, look at you. You made it through 2 black metal tracks at the beginning, and then after Krabathor was a Norwegian black metal band called Grievance, and the track was called A Poisoned Icon from the album, also titled A Poisoned Icon. That was a recent discovery for me. Kind of surprised that I hadn't ever heard anybody talking about that. I've been perusing a lot of insanely extensive lists that people curate on a website called rateyourmusic.com. It's kind of an old website. I don't really understand what the purpose of it really is or was intended to be, but it has wound up being there are just endless lists that people have made of like very, very specific micro genre kind of things. Now it manages to list pretty much as extensively as something like Metal Archives, which is pretty impressive to pull off because that is just like the oracle of all metal. And so what I'll do is I'll be like, this is an interesting thing. I want to hear more like it. So I'll look it up on Rate Your Music and see if someone has added said demo to a list. And so like I was going through someone's list of like underappreciated Norwegian black metal, and I knew like 75% of the stuff on there, but I wound up checking out some of it. Some of it was like, whatever, I don't really care for this, but this one surprised me. It's a band that was on Head Not Found, which, as we all know, has put out a ton of great stuff. So that was a little strange that I hadn't heard of it. It came out a little later, kind of for this kind of thing, like 99, I think is when it was released. But yeah, killer track, kind of like maybe the direction that Emperor should have gone after Anthems or something like that. I don't know. But then after that was a band called Demonic with Spell of the Witchdemon. That was from a little EP they put out back in 94 on Necropolis, one of my favorite labels. So how about, what do you say? What if I talk you into a couple more heavy metal songs for you to rip your face off to? We're going to start this off with a fairly new band. They're called Solar Cross, from somewhere New England-ish here in the States. They put out a little album last year called To the Ever Gleaming Pinnacle of Timeless Mastery. I love the extensive verbosity in this album. And this track is going to be called The Unassailable Towers of Infinity. I absolutely love it. It's like Lovecraftian lengths of adjectives all over. So I hope you dig it. It's cool stuff. We'll be back shortly after some heavy metal brought to you by nobody but me. All right, we are back. So after Solar Cross, I plopped a little goodie in there for you. A little black metal nougat by a band called Unhola. And that track was from their, I believe, first demo. The track was called Mustan Veren. Oh boy, that's a word. Oh no, I can't pronounce that word. But anyways, it translates to Brotherhood of the Black Blood. You know, you and your homies, your black blood homies, as it were. I always wanted to go visit Finland. It just seems like such a interesting, dark place. And I don't know. My interest in that has kind of waned over the years as my interest in Finnish black metal has kind of staled. But Unhola is some pretty good stuff. Unhola is like a little project. They wound up only doing one album in 2001. And it's pretty good, but their demos are kind of really where it's at. They wound up turning into a band called Fall of the Leaf, which was really, really killer. And, they're doing something now under a different name. I cannot remember what it is, but, you know, it's one of those things. You can look it up. And then after that, how about some Gory Blister? I know you're probably thinking that was some, kind of sounded like some later era death. And it does. You're right. I agree. But that was from an album called Art Bleeds. Boy, it sure does. It really bleeds all over the place, that fucking art. And that track was called Primordial Scenery. That's the album kicker offer from Art Bleeds. So, Gory Blister. Fun stuff. Don't know what else to tell you much, but how about a couple more songs from the unholy depths of depravity that I find most of my metal from. Gonna kick it off with a Bulgarian black metal band called Diabolism. Endless Darkened Saga from the album Endless Darkened Saga. All right, enjoy. We'll talk to you in a minute. How about that? Had to follow up the Diabolism with some Cryptophobism. See what I did there? I put the two isms back to back there. What a cool tie-in, huh? Man, I'm glad you liked it too. Cryptophobism were from Russia, somewhere in Russia, and they wound up they recorded that one demo, which I fucking love, and wound up turning into a band called Dark Flight, which is a pretty good, that's kind of dark metal kind of band, not nearly as depraved as that Cryptophobism is, but that track was called People That No One Will Ever Miss. I love that. Like, metal is so full of metaphor and poeticism and just like overly masking the realities that they're portraying, but in this one, I don't know if it's like lost in translation or poor English or whatever, but People That No One Will Miss is just something so not morbid, right? It's just like a teenager came up with that or something. Maybe they were so young that that's literally why that's so dumb. But I don't know how that track wound up sounding so goddamn thunderous and heavy and sluggish. I love it. It's amazing. So that is 10 tracks for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I have been hopelessly addicted to listening to the previous episodes of this podcast. I don't know how to explain it. I really enjoy like having stuff from various places put into one little thing so I don't have to pick. I don't know what it is. I've been working out more lately and listening to these episodes just to kind of quality control and make sure I'm doing a good job. So I thought that the next logical improvement would be better sound quality with my talking. So I hope that is what this winds up being. Anyways, as always, if you like what I do and you want to support what I do, you are welcome to hit me up on the Patreon if you want to throw me some bucks my way. There's some good stuff behind that paywall there. You're going to find some videos I've been making, and it's only $6.66 a month. So, and you can cancel at any time. I do not care. So, that's going to be it for this episode 5 of Smashcast. And until the next one, keep it metal. Take care of each other. Be